Zadandani, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. My Hero Academia Vigilantes Chapter 88 just came out yesterday, and like the last one, it's not as good as I was expecting. This chapter primarily focuses on, well, Knuckle Duster slash Overclock, whatever you want to call him, or I guess it's O'Clock, but whatever. The point is, it's talking about his adventures in trying to get this drug away from the villains and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. This chapter starts by him about to being injected by the frickin' drug, and then once he finds out what it is, springs to life, becoming a super speedster, knocking out every single one, and taking all of the evidence that he needs. And pretty much that's it. He gets the drugs, gets what he needs, and then he runs into Rappa, who basically just wants to fight. Which I honestly think is a really interesting thing, to say the least. That Rappa is still basically the same person that he's always been. I mean, he was obviously in My Hero Academia, he is a little less chilled out, but at the same time, he was about this chilled out when he's not fighting. He always wants a fair fight, and if you don't give him one, then he's going to pester you to give him a real one eventually, and that is true in both instances. So I do think that it's kind of interesting, to say the least. You can also see that O'Clock doesn't actually take the money. He simply walks on by. Now, obviously, it's kind of hard to tell for sure, since there are moments where this is basically every moment after that we don't see the money, except for, obviously, in these two shots. But still, it doesn't seem like he wants the money. So, yeah. We then get some more information of the two basically seeming to bond, and honestly, it seems like they are gonna. Rappa might be the reason why Knuckle Duster became Knuckle Duster later down the line, to say the least. And then there's some commotion. And the frickin' miracle. Oh my gosh. It's actually really funny to see that half of this entire thing is just Mirko being her, and honestly, it completely makes sense that she would come to a fighting area to just cause trouble, and that she's caused trouble in the past. And just the fact that she's just really wanting to just get into fights and put an end to villainy just all the time is just the most hilarious thing that there is in this show, or this volume. And just I can't believe just how ridiculous she is, to say the least. And honestly, I am really excited to see how much trouble she's gonna get in after this. Because it's actually very clear that she's gonna get into a whole bunch of trouble. And she just beats up everyone. And then everyone goes in to fight her, and more and more. It's the stupidest thing ever. And there's obviously some really stupid people. Oh my gosh, this is just ridiculous. But it's so funny. Oh, I absolutely love that. But yeah, unfortunately, that's pretty much all of the information we're going to get for now. And we're not going to be getting more to read for a while, unfortunately. With this chapter being concluded, we have to wait until November 13th in order to get our next frickin' chapter. Which honestly just makes me sad, because this was actually a really awesome this ended on such a positive note, and I'm excited to see how things are going to continue. And yeah, That's pretty much it, though, unfortunately. Um, Honestly, the thing is that Vigilantes feels like it's dragging itself out a bit. Now, I know that part of that is because of the fact that they are knowing that they're going to have to conclude soon. Basically, it's more than likely what's going to happen is that after this little arc of the information about how Knuckle Duster became who he is, we're going to be going into the final battle, which honestly does lead me to think that both Mirko and Knuckle Duster are going to be, and possibly also Knuckle Duster's daughter, are going to be coming in to help out with this battle to save Popstep. Unfortunately, though, there's just not enough information to go on. I do love this whole arc and chapters and stuff, but unfortunately, there's really not much left of Vigilantes. And that leads me to wonder, what are they planning next? The simple fact of the matter is that I don't think that they would be dragging this out if they didn't have something planned for the future. And what it feels like they're doing is they're biding their time in order to see if, well, Vigilantes may be able to get another arc. The simple fact of this whole situation is that their main story is going to be concluding soon. And that's pretty much it. The fact is that of the 4 series, or the, I guess, 3 series currently, that have made their way out of it, out of My Hero Academia, that including Vigilantes, School Briefs, and freaking Smash. Smash has ended. School Briefs, honestly, that one can continue no matter what they do, because that basically just adds on to the story later down the line. And then the new series that's going to be starting up, it appears to be another version of School Briefs where it can continue afterwards and can be any. It basically is just completely dependent on the main series. I feel like Betancourt and Horofashi, I don't remember what his name is, but the creator of the 2 creators of Vigilantes are really not wanting to say goodbye to this amazing series. They know that fans do absolutely love this series and have been begging for a Vigilantes anime adaptation, and looks like they're going to be getting one soon, to say the least, but there's just no certainty yet. The fact is that everyone has been saying, oh, Vigilantes is coming to its close. But I don't think that Betten and the other guy are ready yet to say goodbye to this series that they worked so hard on. Honestly, I feel like they loved it so much that they don't feel like they can say goodbye to it. Even if it means that they have to drag it out a little bit in order to see if they can keep their the series going, they'd rather continue it. Continue to follow along with Koichi and Pop and Knuckle Duster and continue to see where the series goes. While I do agree that the show or the series did slow down a bit for a little while there, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. Honestly, I think that what they need to do is they just need to realize that this series can end. Even if it's not necessarily the actual end of the story for Koichi and Pop, it doesn't necessarily have to be. The two of them can continue their work on this series. Maybe brainstorm a little bit more, see where they want to continue with this story. If they want, and I think that many fans would actually be okay with this, is let Vigilantes have its conclusion, its proper conclusion, and then take a little bit of time to think out what they want to do for the next arc, and then do it. I know that taking that amount of time to think about what you want to do for your series is often not liked, because especially over in Japan, where if you're not working, then it's bad or whatever bullcrap. Seriously, the Japan jobs, it's just, what are you doing? But at the same time, I think that they do need a break. The thing is that these two are doing this by themselves. Horikoshi doesn't do this. It doesn't do My Hero Academia by himself, and that's just a fact. He has a whole team behind him to actually help him out with this stuff, of which I'm pretty sure that Betten and the other guy, which I'm sorry, your name is completely lost on me. I'm so sorry. But these two people are important. But at the same time, they need to look at this and just say, maybe it's time we take a little break. Maybe look at some of our other series and work on those a bit. Be it light novels or other manga. And then come back to Vigilantes after a little bit more time has passed. And then we can maybe make a even better series. Maybe something taking place a little bit in the future. I think fans would be okay with that. I'm just saying. But anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on Chapter 88 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I'm curious to know what you guys thought, though, so definitely make sure to leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. And, of course, if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. And if you want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias and ways that you can support us financially. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!